The graph shows the location of point P and point R. Point R is on the y-axis and has the same y-coordinate as point P. Point Q is graphed at n-2. The distance from point P to point Q is equal to the distance from point P to point R. Part B, what is the value of n? So the value of n is the x-coordinate of point P and point Q. We know from part A that the distance from point P to point Q is 5. So that is going to equal the distance from point P to point R, right? That's what we're told, their distance is equal. So the distance from point P to point R is 5. Now we're also told that point R is on the y-axis, so that means that point R is going to have 0 as an x-coordinate, and it says it has the same y-coordinate as point P, which is 3. So point R is 0, 3, and we know the distance from point R to point P is 5. So if they're at this same y-coordinate of 3, we have to go from 0 to an x-coordinate of n with a distance of 5. So that is going to make n equal 5. If the y values are the same, the distance between 0 and something has to be 5. So think of it like 5 minus 0 is equal to 5. 5 minus 0 is equal to 5. It's the difference between those x values. So that means that our answer, the value of n, is choice A. N equals 5.